He's uploaded his first TikTok.
Oh, no. I just know that this is going to... Because people think... This is the thing that shits me with so much reality TV. It's reality TV for a reason. It's not real. It's all a act. Nothing's genuine on the show. You need to get a grip and grow the up, because this guy, he's now just trying to live his normal fucking life after the show's done. And I know for a fact, and you haven't even said... It's not like I've come in here. It's not like I've read fucking anything. His comment section is going to be... chicks, I'm assuming more female than male, calling him a pig, calling him a piece of shit, calling him a fuckwit, a wanker. This guy has got probably so much abuse. I'm shocked that he hasn't even turned his comments off.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is...
Ladies and gentlemen. It is Morokai with 2 eyes. We're back every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify, 4:30 p.m. on YouTube.
Oh, it just sounds better when I do it.
The one time I try, I get told it's not good enough. I see how it is.
No. It's like, no,
you know what? You can do it. No, you can do it.
Good.
You can do it. It's fine. You do it.
No, we took the training rules off. We'll put them back on for you. But that was good. No, that was all right.
Thanks, mate.
Love
the boost.
Man, speaking of just hate, just straight up.
There's so much hate.
Just vicious assault. We in MAFS, right?
Oh yeah. Oh no, MAFS. Yeah, right.
Yeah. What do you think I said?
I thought you said maths, which I also hated maths. So
church maths or maths, like 1 plus 1 is 3,
like divisions and angles, and this means pi or algebra. Which by the way, who the actual fuck uses algebra?
I don't know.
I hated that being in class, and it's just like, yeah, but when am I ever going to use? And the teacher's like, yeah, you're going to use it. I'm like, mate, I haven't fucking used algebra since I was in fucking high school.
I haven't used acute angles, any of that.
Yeah, I don't do pi. I eat pi. I don't do pi. I don't do sin cos tan.
Oh,
don't even get me started on that bullshit $300 fucking laptop mini calculator bullshit thing that we had.
Do you remember that expensive calculator?
Yeah, it was ridiculous that you could hack and then play Pokemon on.
Could you?
Yeah, you could.
Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't know that.
And God forbid if you didn't have one of those expensive calculators, the teacher would be like, how dare you don't have one of the calculators? And you're like, sorry, I don't want to pay $500 for a bloody calculator.
Oh, that was so expensive. A teacher would easily, they could have tripped me, because that was a valid point. When am I ever going to use this? Teacher could have easily tripped me up if they just went, you might not, but this is the class you have to do, so do it.
I see. I would have preferred that approach.
That would have got me. I would have been like, all right, well, true.
Or imagine a teacher agreeing, which is so rare, but actually agreeing with a student where it's like, look, I know that algebra is part of like the school curriculum, but when am I going to use this? And the teacher's like, you know what? You're right, you're not. I'm just going to pass you all. We'll just go on to the next thing.
I thought you were going to say something along the lines of just, yeah, look, you might not, but this is something you're not going to enjoy, and it's a good skill to try to improve and actually get into a mind space where you can get a good mark for this, and this is something you don't want to enjoy. So imagine when you leave school and you find something you do enjoy, how hard you're going to work, and you're going to have that tool set behind you ready to go. If they did that, I would have been like,
bullshit. Shit. No, you wouldn't. You still would have been asleep at the back. Like, do not do that.
No, hold on. I wouldn't. You're so correct. What I was going to say is I would have sat there and be like, you're actually spot on. That's...
You know what? I might actually not fall asleep today.
No, maybe I would have tried. I would have fallen asleep.
You would have tried for a good 10 minutes. I would have just seen Luke again just on the tail. Come on, mate. You gotta get up.
Bro, I slept so much. No, but the whole point of this podcast, we're talking about reality TV. Sometimes I've even thought about, there's so many times I've thought, mate, just apply to Survivor, apply to Big Brother. Just get out there. See, it'll be a great story.
The problem is, though, Big Brother's changed so much.
It has.
So the OG Big Brother with Friday night games, that's what you would have wanted to apply for.
Definitely.
Not what it is today.
And you know what's funny? With MAFS, so Married at First Sight, obviously so much of it's scripted. The goal is to boost your Instagram account. It's definitely not to find love. I think only a few people are genuine on it.
And the couple that did find love, they flew pretty under the radar.
Oh, they got no screen time.
Yeah, dude, that's what I mean. Everywhere I saw on Facebook was like, you know, The Simpsons, how it's just like the come on home, you come inside. It's like, no, because that guy's done nothing. I just know as soon as I go inside, he's going to do something. That's what, there were so many memes. It's just like, come on, babe. Like, it's just like, no, like, put the cameras on them because I know that they're going to do something.
But there was on one of the last shows, they even cut out so much because there was so much drama in it that they couldn't fit it all in. And there was some people that requested, they're like, no, I don't want that on there. Like there was a woman that was just way too sexual. Way too sexual. It was ridiculous. She made herself look horrible. And on the final edit, because they bring everyone back on the final kind of reunion show, and they play back their time on the show, apparently she was so upset with how she looked because she's like, oh my God, I look like a little sex hound, that she just walked off. She couldn't do it. So they didn't air her part. Dude, This is what we talked about. Imagine watching back your episodes and going, that's
the thing.
me?
Like, that's what you did,
oh my
didn't
God.
you?
That's me.
That's the biggest fear. And I hate repeating myself, but the biggest fear is completely forgetting and switching off in your own head that like everything I'm doing is on camera.
Yeah, it is a big
because
fear.
you just turn back into like who you are. It's just like,
Which is a piece of
shit.
shit.
I could just imagine so many times being like, in my head, it's like I'm on the show. It's like, I'm just a really laid back guy. I just go with the flow. I see what I've been on the show. It's like, I'm a like straight.
Right.
I am a piece of shit.
Well, see that is a fair fear. One of these ones which I find funny. My girlfriend at the very start of this show pointed out a guy called Cam and was like, "That guy's my favorite." She's like, "Oh, he's the best. I think he's absolutely lovely."
Sitting there the whole time, and you're like, "Excuse me."
No. I was more confused because he was just this like country larrikin, and I was like, "There's some better looking guys on the show." And she's like, "No, he just seems like just so genuine and nice." And he was with a girl who had I think she had. I could be butchering this.
I'm intrigued to see what
cerebral palsy or something.
That's so wrong. Cystic fibrosis. Okay. or CF. It's all right. Yeah, it started with C. You can watch yourself half a point.
So she, I don't know why she played into it so much, but it seemed like she was using that as the excuse of why she hasn't found love. And it came out.
That's how her promo came across.
Yeah, and it came out that, you know, she's been in loving relationships before and things like that. Anyway, they're together, right? Got a country boy and this girl who just wants to find love. And at the start, they're just fireworks.
Sparks are flying.
And he seems like the perfect guy. He seems fantastic. But, mate, halfway through, it's very clear he just lost interest. This is natural in humans. You get a bit closer to someone, and when it gets a bit in real life, you kind of go, you start off as basically fuck buddies, right?
Yeah, and you're sort of in love as well. Like
and
everything and anything, you're like, oh, I just love them.
Yeah, but every time in that stage, because usually a lot of people meet on Tinder, they start off as fuck buddies, and I've never seen it not happen where two people are just like, we're just having sex. One person develops feelings. It happens all the time. And then the other person goes, oh, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of things. That's a big commitment, which is true for a lot of people. That is a huge commitment because no one gets in a relationship to say, all right, let's do this for 2 years, and then after that, I'm going to go on to the next.
Yeah,
no one does that.
Yeah, well, realistically, people don't do that. Like that's not the intent. I feel like I could be wrong.
It's definitely no one's intent, but
yeah, like you don't go into a relationship and like, I see myself with you for maybe 6 months, and then I'll probably just fuck you off.
Yeah,
and then I'll go on to the next.
If you do, you're a psycho.
Yeah, if you do that, you're a piece of shit. You're actually a piece of fucking
someone
shit.
It's like, all right, I'll have you for next September. Next September.
My birthday's in 2 weeks, so I mean that's a present for me. Your birthday's in November. We'll break it off in mid-October, give or take.
Can you imagine if you're with someone, you're falling madly in love, and in their head they have like a final date of like October 12th?
Yeah, they've got that. They're like, well, she's closing down, or he's closing,
and
getting closer.
You're not meant to think about it, but like, when you're getting older, you get in a relationship that's meant to be your life partner. Correct. Anyway, so when you in those early stages, those thoughts come on, and these guys are on a show where that's the whole point, right? Very clear, he's kind of out of it. He's not liking the way she acts a little bit. She was
just picking
very touchy-feely.
Yep.
And he was like, I don't know. I'm just not. I feel like that's a bit too much for me, and I'm relaxing. And she on her side was like,
He's not showing affection.
Yeah, but I'm also asking for not that much. Both very reasonable points. She was definitely falling. He stopped. There's reports in the show that he wanted to leave halfway through, but the producers was like, no, that'll make you look like a villain. Stay on, stay on. So he stayed on. So
it almost makes him look worse, though.
But that's the thing, yeah. But you don't know if those are true. Anyway, so he stays on. He's losing interest. She wants more affection. He keeps pulling away. It's very clear he doesn't want to be a part of this relationship. So through this, because he doesn't want to be a part of it, but he's got to be on the show for the next 3-4 weeks, whatever it is, and expand this session out, she looks like this girl who's just trying her hardest and constantly getting nothing, and he's looking like a villain. So I thought it was funny because, like, for my girlfriend, at the start, best guy ever. Because you're seeing because when you're falling in love with someone, you're seeing that person's best, right? And then halfway through, on the outside, it looks like he's starting to become a villain. To me, I'm not going to lie, I just saw it as someone who's, I'm kind of done, and that's it. I definitely didn't see him as like a bad person. So it gets to final vows where they pretty much say if they're staying or going, but they do a whole speech first.
Yeah, I saw that.
Anyway, this girl does her whole speech about how she fell in love at the start. She was so infatuated with him, and then halfway through, she's like, and then you changed, and then you turned. Anyway, after that, she finished her speech, said she doesn't want to be with him, and then doesn't let him do his vows either.
Don't like that.
I didn't like that either. I'm like, you can't let him not have his say. Yeah. So then he throws down his cards, like, whatever, fine, and walks off. Because, again, I'm thinking, yeah, this guy's been done for the last 3 weeks. He doesn't
would be fed up.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah, well, that as well.
But, again, makes him look like the complete villain. My head again, I'm like, how can you have a whole speech putting this guy down and then not even let him have his say?
Yeah.
So, again, more cuts, the final vows. After that, there's a few more episodes. He looks like the villain again because people are just attacking him for not being interested in the classic, you're dragging her along. When in reality, it seems like a lot of these people are meant to stay on the show because if people left when they wanted to leave, there would only be about 4 people sitting at this table.
Okay?
You're
so correct.
So after that, he's kind of biting back a bit and he's not looking too good in the public eye. But the thing is, if you have like a table of people attacking you and you want to make a sharp comment back or two, it's not that bad, right? It really isn't. You've got your right away. But here's the thing, mate. This is the crux of the video. The absolute juice.
The best part.
The best part, mate. So now this guy, the show's done, right? What would you say this guy, so far, what would you say his biggest crime is? Because for me, his biggest crime is not forcing himself to love someone that he didn't feel a connection with after he gave it a go.
I would have to, I don't want to be on the fence here and agree with you, but I'm going to have to agree with you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not...
Literally.
That just happens to normal people in everyday life.
A couple of wise comments.
The only difference is...
Sue me, I've made
the only
millions.
difference is, though, what he's done is televised.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
he's nothing... What he's done, people, both male, female, have been doing for years on end. It's nothing fucking new.
Definitely
but the other people that are doing it just don't have cameras on them 24/7.
Couldn't have said it any better, mate. So... We've spoken about this before with a Love Island contestant who still gets hate to this day.
Yes.
Right? It was years ago.
Yeah, it was ages ago.
4 or 5 years ago, right?
Ridiculous.
Still gets hate, even on photos of him uploading of his new baby born child.
Yeah.
Right?
And his new partner.
Anyway, he's uploaded his first TikTok.
Oh, no. I just know that this is going to... Because people think... This is the thing that shits me with so much reality TV. It's reality TV for a reason. It's not fucking real. It's all a fucking act. Nothing's fucking genuine on the show. You need to get a grip and grow the fuck up because this guy, he's now just trying to live his normal fucking life after the show's done. And I know for a fact, and you haven't even said, it's not like I've come in here. It's not like I've read fucking anything. His comment section is going to be chicks, I'm assuming more female than male, calling him a pig, calling him a piece of shit, calling him a fuckwit, a wanker. This guy has got probably so much abuse. I'm shocked that he hasn't even turned his comments off.
Where's that crystal ball, mate? Because you've just
I just know. No. I just know for a fact though. That's because there's so many fucking people out there who think that Married at First Sight, what you see is real.
Right. So simple TikTok, right? Simple TikTok. He's at a pub, right? And mate, no joke. A seagull comes to his table. He catches a seagull. I thought it was hilarious.
It's a pretty
right?
impressive effort.
And same. If we were at a table for drinks and you caught a seagull by a hand,
I'd be like,
and then just let it go, like just as a power play, like I just caught. I would be so impressed. We would not stop talking about.
Yeah, that'd be the whole night.
I would be introducing. Do you know this one made a call? He can catch
birds, not you, but actual birds.
He would do
his hand.
He would do a terrible job with you. So I'm not going to bother. But actual birds, mate. Oh, get ready for comments galore.
It's not even going to be about the seagull. That's the worst part.
Okay. So a woman named Melanie, she looks in her 40s. Probably the only bird he'll catch, and it was trying hard to get away. 2,000 likes. Then a girl with no profile picture.
Oh, they're the best ones.
Glad that Lyndall, the girl you've seen, dodged a huge bullet. Really? Because this guy can catch flying animals with his fucking hands. It's pretty impressive.
Do I just make a dummy TikTok account and then just reply to all these hateful comments and just being like, "This isn't real. This was not real. You need to grow up. It's not real."
There's another woman, looks in her 40s. Yeah, most dogs can catch a bird. Jeez, I've been former mates with and seen how some people treat women and been at clubs treating women. This is not a dog. I've seen dogs for this. Jesus Christ. Bird got more affection than his missus did.
Yeah, how dare he?
The most amount of affection that any bird will get. Like, mate, can you believe that this guy, he didn't want to be fake? And imagine that. Turn it around. Imagine the backlash if he pretended and was like, fuck it, I'll just give in to the affection. And then at the very end, just be like, look, I've been trying, but I'm really not into you. All the comments would be, how dare you keep kissing her and touching her if you weren't interested.
It's like Love Island situation where like they leave as a couple only to then break up a week as soon as the show's done.
Yep.
Like you see that happen all the time. It's just like, well, it was a fucking point then.
Then Stacey Marie in her 30s. Wow, so you are the same in real life. I don't understand. Like, I'm guessing catching birds. Maybe?
I guess he maybe did that on an episode of Married at First Sight.
So there was a thing, right? The show's over, and he sent. He was naked in a club, and he did like a.
Can't believe you got away being naked in a club.
It was something along that, or he got his dick out, or something along those lines, and he video chatted another contestant that was on the show. Both the show's ended. Both.
Yeah, they can just go their own ways.
They're in their own life.
Yeah, there's no...
And he's getting crucified for talking to this other girl. And this girl's fine with... Like, they're mates. They keep saying they're mates. I couldn't care if they were sleeping together.
He doesn't need to explain himself.
He said he's not interested. The girl even said to him, we're done. Oh, so
I don't know what other... Like, you couldn't have given him a bigger green light to go and just be his own person if you say those words.
Mate, some girl wrote...
You can't say that you're done, but then hate what someone then does after the fact that you're done. Like, you might not agree with it, but like...
Then a girl called Ally insulted his looks by saying, which one's Cam? I can't tell. So,
But yet, play devil's avocado here. If I went into my comment section and commented on what she looked like in her profile photo, I'm the bad guy. It's funny how that works.
Then another woman, such a nice guy act. How is catching a bird a nice guy act? But bro, anyway, the whole point.
I'm going to be honest,
the whole point of this video.
You reading those comments to me, I feel like I'm leaving this podcast as a dumber fucking individual. Like I feel like I've lost brain cells, and I've actually I've now got brain damage,
mate. So yeah. Anyway, the whole point of this video. Fuck, man.
I would hate to know what the Harrison bloke gets if he like.
But he's fine. Do you know why he's fine?
Because he played that the whole time.
Because he played that and he plays into it. So if someone comments, he'll probably comment back. The whole point, if you, he's not this type of guy. He's not a villain, but he's been portrayed to be a villain.
Yeah, that's what the show's made him look like.
But someone like Harrison, who was a villain, but who's genuinely like pretty narcissistic, pretty like.
But he also just doesn't really give a fuck.
Exactly. So he's not going to get as much hate because Harrison is more than happy to play into that character.
Yeah, true.
It's just so dumb. But that's what I was talking about, man. Imagine just going on one of those shows, kind of just not gelling with someone, and then you leave, and now you're just going to get non-stop hate.
One of the former Married at First Sight people is on Help I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here at the moment. Apparently she's
I
an absolute
hate Dom.
cow.
I hate Dom.
Everyone's just like, she's a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is she actually a bitch though, or is like that's just how like she's portrayed? Like I never like watched her because like I look at that Abbie chick and I'm like, I can't fucking stand her, but yet everyone's pushed her fucking to start it.
No, because I think going on,
and she's got like a bit. Was she on like surely she must have been one of the first like seasons, that Abbie chick, because she's got so like her own radio show on Fox.
No, I think she was on. I think she was a really popular contestant on The Bachelor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think it was MAFS. I think it was The Bachelor.
Okay, I thought it was MAFS, but yeah, she's doing well for herself.
Yeah,
even though I can't stand her, I think she's fucking dog shit. I think she's fucking actually terrible, dude.
There's well, she loves talking. There's, I think if you go against the status quo, because she's constantly talking about like either one. I don't know if it's like just her sex life or like
she's very open about it.
Not only that, if there's some serious topics, she loves going in. And again, controversy just creates.
It does,
and everyone's different. Like we could go on this. We could go on this podcast and just talk absolute menace. Make the titles, bringing in as many celebrities as possible, and then just the controversy. But
they're all
you don't want to bring. For some people don't want to bring in that stuff. Like I don't want to bring in that cop and negative energy. But some people know how to manufacture.
I prefer just to be like us being us. Two just lay back Aussie blokes having a good time, happy to chat about like whatever and all that, instead of just being like fake.
Yeah,
shit. Like,
but then again, that might the reason she's so popular. That might not be her being fake because like her personality. I don't like that. Like, I don't like that personality.
She just isn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. She's not someone that I would hang out with.
No, too over the top.
She's the sort of person that I myself steer clear from.
Before we go, there's a girl. This fucks me up. There's a girl on TikTok I saw, and I know this is so crude, but she talks constantly about having sex with guys and getting cream pies. I'm not kidding. She openly talks about how she just saw a guy and she just got one and how happy she is. And then she's talking about how she's going to go see another guy and see if she can get two. So open about it. Really? Hell. And she's always talking about, she says her mutt. And for a girl to say that is it's just gross. I'm not sorry. It's just, hearing a girl say it is just like, oh. Anyway, she's so open about it. She legitimately has fans. Like people who are absolutely loving every update she does.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, she'll be like, oh, I just saw a guy. It was a 2-pump dump, like really horrible route. I'm getting one of my regulars in. I'm about to have him over. He's okay with me filming it, so gonna do that. I'm looking like a mess. And girls are just loving it. Like it's just comment city, just like, oh my God, update me, what's happening next? And then of course you get the few comments where it's like fatherless, what are your kids gonna think? But it's now getting overshadowed with other girls looking up to her.
New norm, isn't it?
Bro, I would be shattered if I had a daughter looking up to someone like that. Like if that, I would be horrified. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
Oh, bro, the internet's a crazy fucking place.
It is now. It's changed a lot since we were that like young, and we're not even that old.
Bro, it's fucking insane.
In the space of 10 years, it's changed so much.
Oh, too much. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Morokai. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next one.
Boom.
Boom.